Welcome. This is a quick overview of the 4x4 systems in the Suzuki Jimny Gen 4. This was requested by one of our viewers who is learning how to use their Jimny, and I hope it will help many others. Okay, so we're going to start with hill hold assist, but first let's look at two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive high, and four-wheel drive low. Okay, so hill hold assist works in two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive high, and four-wheel drive low. And this is the small gear lever right behind the main gear lever, and it controls your transfer case. It switches between two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, and four-wheel drive low. By the way, excuse the oil on my hand, I was working on my other vehicle. So to change it to four-wheel drive high, all you do is you pull this small gear lever back, and you'll see this green light light up on the dashboard on the instrument cluster. And you can do this while on the move. Just make sure that the wheels are pointed in a straight direction. You can do it on the move, on the fly. Usually I press the clutch down and switch it over quickly, or sometimes I even stop the vehicle and I switch it over into 4 high. Just a quick note about 4-wheel drive high and the 4-wheel drive system. It's not advisable to keep it in 4 high or 4 low while on very solid surfaces, tar or cement. To switch into 4 low, all you do is you push the gear lever down as I did now, and you pull backwards, and you'll see this small light over here, the yellow light on the instrument cluster will show up, showing that the normal traction control is off and the all grip system has been switched on. Now let's get back into the hill hold assist. I'll show you how it's done in 4 high, just in case you're out there and you want to see how that works. And this is going to be a demonstration from inside the vehicle. Okay, so hill hold assist holds the vehicle in its position for about 3 to 4 seconds so that you can find your balance point between the accelerator and the clutch and your vehicle doesn't roll backwards. It gives you about 3 to 4 seconds. As you will see, I'll demonstrate it in the next clip and I'll count it down. It's in gear 1, but the clutch is fully depressed. Release the brake. There we go, it's rolling again. So as you can see, I'm on the hill section and I'm going to release the brake. I'm not pressing the accelerator, clutch is fully depressed. 1, 2, 3, 4, starts rolling backwards. So I'll repeat that and show you from the outside. And I've braked. Now I'm going to release the brake. 1, 2, 3, starts rolling back. So as you can see, if you've parked on a hill and you need to get going again, you need to start moving, it gives you 3 to 4 seconds for you to actually put your foot on the accelerator and find your balance point so you can start driving forward. It's a very nice feature and a lot of modern four-wheel drives have it. I actually put these lines like on a reverse camera. I switched them on purpose so that I can see exactly where my tires are placed and I can choose a line like that. Okay, now we're going to demonstrate hill descent control, and I don't use it in my vehicle, but if you don't have the features that I do, then you should use it. It does help. Okay, so to switch on hill descent control, all you do is flip the switch, as you're going to see me do. It works in neutral and it also works in gear. So you basically flip the switch on. If you're in two-wheel drive, it will be flashing on the instrument cluster, and that just shows that it's not engaged because it works in 4 high and 4 low. Okay, so hill descent control is on. Currently it's in neutral, so I'm doing an experiment to show you. See, it's actually braking it itself. As you can see, it's working, it's flashing, it's functioning. So even in neutral, it's working. We're just going to reverse up quickly, switch it off and reverse up. See if it will work in gear or if it has to be in neutral with the clutch depressed. As you can see, it's on. I'm going to now release the brake and the gear slowly. This is in gear and it's actually braking and slowing the car down. Keeps it at 10 kilometers per hour, which is quite cool. Awesome. So you just flick it one more time to switch it off. Press and hold it for like 1 or 2 seconds and it will go off. That's hill descent control. So hill descent control is a good feature to use if you are still new in four-wheel driving, and some people use it, some people don't. I myself prefer to use my rear lockers while the car is in gear, and I basically use engine braking while descending. And sometimes I supplement it with a bit of braking as I go down, as you will see as I'll demonstrate going down this steeper hill. Okay, so this is another option that you can use if you have lockers. This is what I like to do. It's actually more steep than it looks on camera over there, but I basically just reach down here, flip on the lockers, lock the rear. Now that it's locked, just let it roll. Just let it roll and use engine braking. It controls the descent so nicely. And sometimes I do supplement it with a bit of braking. So I do add a bit of braking. As you can see, look how nice and gentle it brings it down. And just like that, it's down. I'm in low range. I'm going to do one more test before we wrap up this video. I'm going to let this car just idle up. As you can see, no accelerator whatsoever. As you can see, we just released the clutch. Getting up the hill, just idling up. At this point I can actually get out and walk up the hill and the car will come to me. But I'm going to stop over here. So you can see, press the brake. Let's test the hill hold assist in low range. 1, 2, 3. Released, as you can see, and the car starts rolling backwards. Hold it again. 1, 2, 3. Release. Then the car starts rolling backwards. So you can see that's how the hill hold assist works. So even in low range, as you can see, it's on. Let's actually start off. I'm just gonna release the brake and the clutch. No accelerator whatsoever. Car will just start off. Just gonna crawl up. There we go, and we're up and over, just idling up. Thank God for low range. I love it. It's awesome. This really works well on the rocks. You don't need lockers all the time. I was full open diff over there, and just using the oil grip system. The way I've set this car up is when the lockers are off, the oil grip is on. When the oil grip is off, the lockers are on. So believe it or not, I don't use the lockers on every single obstacle that I go through. I use them in 2 scenarios: if the oil grip absolutely doesn't work, or if it's a very technical and tricky obstacle. The oil grip is basically Suzuki's traction control, and it works quite well. In fact, I actually use it quite a lot when getting through sand and going through dunes. It works quite well to get the car up and over obstacles if you know how to use it well. But to use it well, you need to understand the basic principle behind traction control. The Jimny is an open diff 4-wheel drive. So as long as all 4 tires are making contact with the ground, it'll get through the obstacle. But you get the odd scenario where one tire will slip and spin. It will send all the power to that tire that's spinning. And in that way, it doesn't do the job that it needs to do because the car stays stationary and doesn't move forward. But the traction control basically applies braking to the tire that's spinning, and in that way sends power to the tires that are stationary and gets the vehicle up and over through the obstacle, as you can see over here as I'm getting out of the mud pit. So the key is to maintain your throttle input and give it enough time. It will apply braking to the tire that's spinning, and it will send power to the tire that's not spinning, and this way it will get you up and over the obstacle. Many people make one of 2 mistakes. Either they hit the brakes the moment the tires start spinning and the car's not moving, they give up too quickly, or either they hit the accelerator in hopes that the car will go up and over the obstacle and just power through. And both scenarios actually deactivate the oil grip system. So you want to keep it constant and you'll get up and over and through the obstacle. So that's the basics explained as simple as possible, and that's a wrap for this video. Thank you for watching. If you haven't, subscribe and stay tuned for more content.